Hey, what's up? Oh, no worries. Nah, I feel you there, brother. Hope you had a good night. Dude, I was up late playing that. I don't know if you saw. Well, you passed out. I found a new mode last night because I was just like, I don't know. I was just like zombie mode. Didn't really feel like signing off, but didn't really feel like playing battle royale, as you can imagine. So I found a new mode where it's just a hanging out, but it's like proximity chat. So you're just like in a lobby and everyone's just hanging out. Hey, what's up, Lolly Tosh? How you doing? You left your piano journey? What does that mean? Oh, dude, it was insane. I was just like, okay, so it was absolutely nuts in there. It was so funny. I'll have to tell you the scoop, but it was just like literal, just like drama in the lobby. Everyone just like fighting. Everyone. It was so funny, man. It was like high school cafeteria drama. It was ridiculous. Hey, what's up, Keshav? You're in 10 standard. What does that even mean? I would play that if I knew one how to play it. Two, if I even knew what song it was, I would attempt it. But I don't even know what song that is. Okay, so Psycat, now that we've lost the 19 people who were just here a minute ago, I gotta tell you about last night on that proximity chat. It was ridiculous, dude. It was so funny. Hey, what's up, Squid? Her coming from that swing set Godzilla and Lady. That's oh, you mean the when it was King Kong and the dancing on the lady? Yeah, yeah. That was just the beginning of it, dude. I went to like a few lobbies there. It was absolutely insane. So this is what was so funny. So there's this one lobby where there was like a group of like there was like a group of like four guys or something who all seemed to kind of know each other, and they're all like at least feigning gang relations and stuff, or just like, where are you from, like that kind of bullshit. And so these guys were pressing this one dude on the server in the lobby who was just like running his mouth and was talking all types of shit, but it was also just like they were going like, fuck Sacramento, and he was like, well, fuck you know what I mean? So he was kind of holding his own, but it was just funny too, because then he kept being like to this other lady, because they were really just fighting over a girl that was in the lobby. So there's like this one lady named like her name wasn't even like Ariana or something, but he kept calling her Ariana, which was just funny. Like it was all just fascinating psychology because he'd be like Ariana, get your ass over here, you're pissing me off. And then the other guys would be like, oh Ariana, you're just gonna let him talk to you like that? And then Ariana would just like go off with the Sacramento guy every time anyway. So you could tell everyone was just like there. But then he's like fighting with her, and they're going at each other. He's like, oh you fucking bitch, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, Jesus. And I'm just like this little fox, and I'm just hanging out, just like listening to everybody. And then there's another girl who's like Ariana's friend, who's also like, I guess, who'd been talking. So basically, like, those two girls, I don't know, man. It was just like those girls. Everyone was fighting over those girls, and those girls were like fighting over guys. I don't even know. They weren't even fighting. But then the girls, like, so basically, the one guy was like running his mouth talking to the Ariana girl. The other girl is friends with Ariana, also knows that guy. And I guess like muted him. So then she couldn't hear anything he's saying. So then she's right there, and this is where it was funny. She's like right there, and he's like going at the Ariana girl, and he's just like, "How are you gonna pretend? So you're just gonna pretend like you didn't just send me naked pictures? You're gonna pretend?" He just starts going like it's explicit all the photos this Ariana girl sent him, and everyone's kind of standing around just like listening, like some guys were just doing the popcorn emote and stuff. And then she goes, and she's like kind of quiet, and she goes, no, I did, I'm not going to deny it, I sent you all those. And he's like, all right, well, you're admitting to it, okay. And then he kind of like leaves, and everyone's like, oh shit, all right, she just admitted to everything that guy's been saying. And then her friend, though, who has that guy on mute, he kind of goes away, and she goes like, yeah, the guy's so stupid. I mean, like, people keep saying like he's saying that like you sent him photos, and I mean that's just so crazy. Like, why? Like, I can't believe he's saying that. And then the other girl's just like, yeah, that's crazy. Why would I do that? I would never do that. I was like, bitch, you just admitted to it. But he's muted. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. It was just so funny. So it was like she admits to it, but he's muted, so her friend didn't hear him saying what he's. I don't know, man. It was just hilarious. So it's like the Ariana girl was just like trouble, like it was just so funny because I'm sitting there like, how is he gonna disrespect this Ariana girl? And the other funny thing, that wasn't even her name. She kept being like, that's not my name. You know? Well, sorry, you gotta hold yourself to a little more respect. So anyway, so then this is where it got good. So Ariana and the other girl who blocks that guy are like, they're kind of like off in a corner. I keep just zipping around the mat, just listening to everyone like talk, go off, and the guys over on the other top of the map like talking about all the stuff the girl sends them. And then this 12-year-old goes over where it's like me, the Ariana girl, and then the friend who has the dude on mute. And then this is where like that kind of conversation starts happening and this is where I started talking because I hadn't said anything either up until this point. And this like little kid comes up and they go like, how old are you? And he goes like, I'm 12, because he goes, there's a guy over there saying that you sent him pictures and he's going to sell me the pictures, and he's going to send me the picture in a box, and I'm going to buy the picture from him, and he's going to send it to me in a box, blah, blah, blah. And I just like, that was like when I finally started. I was like, well, hold on, kid. Let me get this straight. You're going to buy a photo from a man you met on Fortnite, and he's going to send you this photo in a box. You're going to give him your address? And he's like, yeah. And I'm just like, okay, first off, kid, don't buy any photos online. Especially not, don't be going on Fortnite and trying to talk to people, give them their info. Don't be doing transactions. Like, I spent $100 on V-Bucks, and he just starts blabbing about whatever. But I was like, all right, bro, what the fuck did you just say to me? Bro, it was insanely entertaining and just crazy. And then I'm going around the lobby. Finally, I'm like talking. I'm like, all right, who's the motherfucker selling photos in a box to 12-year-olds? And everyone's going like, what? I'm like, there's someone over here trying to sell explicit photos to a 12-year-old, and he's gonna send them to in a box. And everyone's going like, what the fuck? Bro, it was insane. Oh, that was the other funny thing was like, you'd go into lobbies, because I kept going to these lobbies. You go into lobbies, and they're like, it's like older people or whatever, probably in their 20s, and they're just like, yeah, shut up, bitch, yeah, shut up. And then this like kid shows up, and he hadn't been there, and just kind of walks in, and he's like, hey, who you calling bitch? Like, what? Don't call me bitch. That's right. And they go, hey, shut up, bitch. Blah, blah, blah. Stop bitching, you bitch. Blah, blah, blah. They just keep calling him bitch because he doesn't want to be called bitch. And then like so it goes on for like a minute or two, and then all of a sudden you hear on the mic it's like a 5-year-old. He goes, "What's that mean?" And then everyone kind of goes quiet because we realize they've just been cussing in front of a 5-year-old, and then the guy goes, "Shut up, you little bitch." We all just are dying laughing because this grown ass man is just telling this little kid to shut the fuck up and calling him a bitch. It was so fucked up, but it was so funny. It was just one of those things. You saw the moment where we all realized, like, oh shit, it's a kid, and he just doubles down. He goes, "Shut up, bitch." It's just we all just burst out laughing. Oh, dude, yeah, no, there was way too much free will last night. One guy was like, it was like a kid was like typing out bad words. I'm not gonna say the word, but he's like typing it out in the chat like one letter at a time, and then everyone in the lobby just going like, "Bro, at this point, just say it. Like, just say it. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing, man?" Yeah, but I just pretty much did that, and then I had like this group of women who just like followed me around on the map because they wanted me to go dance. Does anyone want to dance? And they'd be like, Fox, say it, say the thing, Fox, say the thing, and I go, dance. Does anyone want to dance? What's Moltres up to? Was he passed out? Oh, that was what I thought was funny too. Is people were having fights with people and we were like, "Oh, you're not even OG." He was like, "Bro, I didn't even claim to be OG." He was like, "Well, you're claiming to be OG with that skin. That skin says you're OG." Blah, 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 blah. They're all going on like that. It just reminded me of like, God, I can't even talk to you guys if you don't have Golden Peter. If you guys don't have a golden Peter skin, I can't even talk to you. It's the only way I can discuss anything with you is if you have golden Peter. I was at the dentist. That's fun. I love it. It was so funny. It was just like the worst rage bait. Like I remember that happened last night. Like people would try and do that. Like this one guy would just like come and he would just like, because you could like enter a code which is 112. I need to remember that. But they like, and it allows you to fly around the map, and then so people would just do that, and they could like zip around. They could just like go eavesdrop. So this guy comes over and he's just like eavesdropping, and then like the people kind of look over. And they go, what's up? What are you doing? Who are you, bro? And he goes like, you guys are so fucking lame. You guys are like fucking losers. And they're like, what? And he's like, you guys are just so fucking lame. You guys are lame. Fuck you. And he just like flies off. And everyone's just like, bro, that was like the worst rage bait ever. But it's just, I don't know. It's just so funny. It's just like, because I think he tried to do that to me earlier and stuff. But, just like that's just, that's how people get off on the internet. They just want to go up to people and just be like, let's see if I can piss this person off. Which I totally get. You know what I mean? That was the other thing. That was how I ended up getting in close, I think, with the two girls on the server, because that one guy was just like berating them. This is before Ariana admitted to doing everything the guy said that she had done. But he was just like berating her, like calling her a bitch and all like that kind of stuff. And then so I was just taking my Fox character and putting my face right on the guy's character's butt. And so it's like the little fox, and so I just kept positioning myself. And then everyone's just like yelling at each other, and he's just yelling at them and stuff. And then I started yelling, "You're having a fox eat your butt out right now. There's a fox licking your butt right now. You're gay. You're gay." And then he just freaks out and starts flying around. We all just start chasing him around the map, like, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" And I kept calling him my boyfriend. I'd be like, "Come back, boyfriend. No, come back." Oh my god, it was so stupid. But I was like, I didn't like how he was talking to the ladies there, so I was like, not doing the white knight thing, but I was just like, all right, this guy's crossing lines here, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna cross some lines too. I'm not gonna sit here and just call someone a bitch. I'm just gonna go a different route, make them feel really uncomfortable. Exactly, gotta make your own fun. I mean, that's why I was enjoying it, was just that I just like fly around as a little fox, duo? Absolutely. What's up, Martha? All right, Psycat, I'll be back later, okay? For more action. I'll see you soon, buddy. Peace.